Welcome to Intention Tuesday. Just waiting to see if Facebook is actually working. Fantastic. Hello, everyone. I am Kimberly Crawford. I am the 10 a.m. host of Intention Tuesday, where we practice the art of attention and intention equaling manifestation. And today we are going to be practicing intention number 5. And my goodness, it has been kind of a journey to get to number 5. I really appreciate all of your guys' patience and understanding as Jill and I, went through our weeks and having issues with technical difficulties, personal difficulties. It's just sometimes we focus on an outcome, and in reality, it's about the journey. It's about getting there. And I can tell you from personal experience, last week, my journey was one of really having to adjust to activate self-care. And knowing that if I don't fill myself up first, and actually practice what I preach, right? And make sure that I'm overflowing. If I don't do that, then I won't have enough for you or my family, because I won't have enough for myself. So I did that, and I hope that seeing me practice that will empower you guys to also know when you're at your boundary limit and when you need to take a step back for your own self-preservation, because it's real, especially in our day and age where we've really got to make sure that we are empowered on all fronts. So I'm going to take a little bit of time to get in my body, and I ask that you do the same. Made this choice. Hi, everyone. Thank you for putting a pin in your day and filling up. And I want to congratulate you and really call yourself into this moment right now. So we're going to do that by making sure that we're sitting up, easy and straight, that happy medium in between. If you need to get your wiggles out, do that now and do a little shaky shake and feel those shoulders, release its tension, move your neck around. Really feel your body right now. I know mine's really asking to be heard and checked in. Feel your lungs. Are you breathing from the top half of those lungs? And if so, just be aware of that. And slowly lower that energy level to drop in and begin activating your breath from the lower parts of your lungs. Feel your feet really anchored in farther into the floor. Feeling that, like that magnetic, right, attachment. As you think about the earth, you think about the ground, use that imagination to really connect yourself. Just thinking of the magnetics in your feet and then the magnetics of the earth, and that you are having that divine connection with that earth right now. And just let the magnetics flow right up into your body, pulling you more into this moment than you've felt in a long time. Really allow yourself, every cell of yourself, to be here right now. Nothing else matters but the breath that you're drawing in and releasing. That's all you're here to do, is to take in and release, right? There's no holding right now. Just staying in this space, preparing yourself to practice intention number 5. And appreciating yourself for, instead of choosing all the other things you could be doing, you're here right now with your Intention Tuesday tribe. I love that. Okay. Feeling nice and grounded. As always, you are in sacred space, protected, held, and I'm going to dive right into number 5. Okay? All right, so at the beginning of January, Jill led us through a wonderful intention, and she brought up that concept of choosing to stay on this planet. And we're not talking philosophically. Right now, I think there's probably at least one person in your life that is struggling with their physical aspect of themselves, with the sickness, struggling on a very real mental level. And that decision, that choice, of to stay here and to continue to awaken, continue to go through what feels really hard and really tight right now. We're realizing, oh my goodness, I make these choices every day to live or to release life, right? And that awareness is so profound. You realize that you have the power to stay in your body or to go, right? So we worked on that 2 weeks ago, and now we're diving in to take a deeper look at what it means to stay and what is the work that we're being called to do, right? Okay. So the dictionary's definition of work is an activity involving mental or physical effort done in order to achieve a purpose or result, i.e., it's all about the outcome. Could this be an incomplete perspective? What if work meant to show up spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically, grounded in compassion and grace, no matter what the environment or the outcome? What if the work was for the greater good of all and not for the one or the few? We're feeling a lot of that. How the work of the greater good is benefiting the one or the few. And that paradigm is breaking. We're seeing that crumble before our eyes right now, politically, right? Corporation-wise. And it's probably happening in different dynamics of our family, where there was maybe one alpha powerhead figure in your extended family or even in your nuclear family, and the voice of the group is now becoming louder and things are needing to be addressed. So how would that shift the way we behave if we were to pull all those aspects and not just focus on the outcome? Sources instructing us that we move beyond last year's call to strengthen our awareness and our accountability, and now to action this definition. Put those things to work. Show up in your lives fully, your whole self, the soul, the mind, the body, the heart. Move beyond just you. Fill up with your potential and expand, because it's hurting too much now to live small. Long gone are the days that you put your head down, be a good girl or boy, and do the work, expecting praise at the end of your outcome, right? It's not time for being small. It's time to step into who you are fully. Share your divine self with those around you and level up. Speak up. Share what is in your heart. Take that courageous action and pray. Not for the things that you want, like a shopping list of yearning. Pray for the guidance to be activated, to be a tool of grace and compassion that enhances our world. Start by showing up for yourself and keeping your promises. That was a hard one for me. It was so much easier to show up for other people. And I would promise myself, well, I'll do this today. This is going to get done because I know this is going to fill you up. And I would break those. I would break them often. And then I realized I didn't believe myself. So then that would project out into the world. So how would I expect other people to believe me if I don't believe me? So keep your promises. Work from the inside out. The old way was outdated, and it was the outward in, which was what could I get versus how can I be of service? What can I get versus how can I be of service? Those are such big shifts. And when we're looking for the external to identify who we are and what we're receiving versus how you can step forward in a state of grace and compassion and be of service, my goodness, that will change everything in the way that you see the world and how you interact with it. This new way has been the way all along, and we are now just realizing it, and it feels so, so good. But don't take my word for it. Get out there and find out for yourself. Perform a selfless act for another. Pray for someone. Pray for a country. Commit to the act of peace for an entire day. Choose to stay focused on compassion as your dominant vibration and let the work lead the way. Mantra number 5, I choose to be of service to the greatest good. I activate my highest potential. My dominant vibration is one of compassion and grace. Okay, that was a big, deep chunk of philosophy there. Thank you for staying with me. And now I'm going to activate our timer for 10 minutes and we'll begin our practice. Remember, we're breathing simply in and out, fully occupying our being, activating our choice to fully be in this moment to do our work together. And because we are together, the work becomes full of joy, more full of ease, right? We're activating grace. I choose to be of service to the greatest good. I activate my highest potential. My dominant vibration is one of compassion and grace. I invite you to focus on your heart space as it becomes in tune with your intention. My dominant vibration is compassion and grace. Continue to breathe. If you'd also like to chant the Om, helping your body to shift and move into the vibration of compassion and grace, feel free. You may notice tightness in different areas of your body, your hip, your knee, your lower back. Different parts will begin to talk to you. They're just simply telling you that they are out of tune and they are asking for your focus, your love and compassion. So start with your body. Start with that physical identification without judgment. Practice compassion and grace for yourself first. You've made the fantastic choice to be here and connect live in this moment, expanding your awareness, expanding in unity. I choose to be of service to the greatest good, not to the one or the few, but to the all. You're accepting your divinity of being an aspect of the all there isness. And oh my gosh, it feels amazing. And if you're struggling with not feeling so amazing, that's okay too. There's no right way to be. Just allow. Sometimes we get to peace through tears and letting go. Sometimes before we fully activate our highest potential, we realize that we are accountable for holding ourselves back and being small. So I ask you, how does it feel to be small? Is it working? And if you've identified that you've been small and that it's no longer working, then this is a celebration. This is a meditation of empowerment. Feel that heart space stretching beyond where you normally live. Feel your soul celebrating the fact that it is being honored right now in this moment. I choose to be of service to the greatest good. And being of service is not this indentured lower than vibration. Not being in service to the few or the one. Being of service to the all is the highest vibration you can hold. So fill up. I activate my highest potential. My dominant vibration is one of compassion and grace. Invite that compassion and grace to settle your mind. Allow your soul, your body, your heart and mind to unify. Feeling full. Allowing that harmony to expand in your body. I choose to be of service to the greatest good. I activate my highest potential. My dominant vibration is one of compassion and grace. And as we radiate outward, overflowing with compassion and grace, knowing we have lifted our vibration higher than when we started, let it continue to expand beyond ourselves and out into the planet. And I ask, in these last 2 minutes that we are together, hold the image of the planet in your imagination. Imagine that we are all holding hands together in a ring encompassing the planet. And with our highest potential, let our dominant vibration of compassion and grace shower the earth. Send that compassion and grace into the planet and into every sentient being, activating their highest potential. Seeing the light in ourselves reflected on everyone that inhabits this earth. this last minute, I ask that you bring your awareness back to the individual aspect that is known as you, while holding on to this feeling of unity and connectivity. Begin to come back into your body fully, putting your hands back on your lap, taking those deep breaths, while still holding on to the awareness that you are connected to everything bigger than you. Take these last 30 seconds. I choose to be of service to the greatest good. Activate my highest potential, and my dominant vibration is one of compassion and grace. And these last few seconds, memorize this feeling. Take it in fully. And that is our 10 minutes with mantra number 5. How are you feeling now versus the beginning when we started? Did you go from frazzled to feeling more free? Or from anxious to more grounded? I would love to know in the comments how you guys feel after we're done, so that way it helps Jill and I understand the impacts of our mantras, and know that it's not just about this moment. This moment is always here for us. We can come back to intention number 5 or any of the other intentions that speak to your soul at the moment to help us realign. But I am challenging you this week to let the work lead the way. Practicing peace for an entire day is not as easy as it sounds. But pick a day, and showing up with compassion and grace, practice peace, and let me know how it goes. I would love to know what parts of the day were more tricky and which ones were full of ease. Because identifying and being aware is the key. And then knowing that we have the choice to activate a new possibility is how we are going to connect. You know, Russell Brand had said we need to create new conversations, because the conversations that are happening in our world right now are very divisive. But if we choose to be of service for the greatest good, for the all there isness, then our journey is not only unity, but the outcome is unity. Until tonight at 10 p.m. with Jill, I send you ease and grace, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you for spending time with us. You're deeply appreciative that you're part of this tribe. Bye, everyone.